Stop visualizing what you want. Stop now. Most people spend years repeating affirmations, putting together vision boards, writing wishes in notebooks, while their nervous system vibrates in pure terror, scarcity, and disbelief. This is the biological error that is blocking your reality. And in the next few minutes, I will explain exactly how to reverse this using a technique based on the discoveries of Itzhak Bentov, one of the most underrated scientists of the last century. What you think creates nothing. What you feel is real in your body is the only signal that the field reads. And while your mind repeats, "I am abundant," your chest is tight, your jaw is clenched, your breathing is shallow, and that is the energetic signature being emitted 24 hours a day. You are not attracting what you want. You are attracting the state in which you live. And today that changes. Everything in the universe is vibration. It is not a metaphor, it is not poetry. It is basic physics. The atom is not a solid little ball floating in space. The atom is 99.999% empty, traversed by electromagnetic frequencies that oscillate in specific patterns. What we call matter is just vibration stable enough to appear solid to our senses. The table where you rest your elbow, the cell phone you hold, the body that carries this consciousness, everything is organized vibrational patterns, and your thoughts, your emotions, your mood as well. They are not mental things. They are measurable electromagnetic waves that leave your brain and your heart and pass through the environment. The human being is a complex musical instrument, and every second you are emitting an entire symphony of frequencies, whether you like it or not. The problem is that no one taught you how to play this instrument. You were delivered into the world with a body that vibrates constantly, and no one warned you that this vibration was dictating absolutely everything that appears in your life. The people you attract, the opportunities that appear, the ones that disappear before you even notice them, the money that comes in and out of your hands as if they were full of holes. None of this is chance. None of this is luck. All of this is resonance. The field around you is not judging you. The field is only responding to you. It gives you an exact mirror of the frequency you emit with the most consistency and emotional intensity. That is why people who repeat prosperity affirmations for years remain broke. It is not that the technique doesn't work. It is that their dominant frequency continues to be fear, and the field reads the fear, not the words. Here is the part that few have the courage to explain with clarity. Your conscious mind, that little voice that plans, decides, and reasons, is responsible for approximately 5% of what happens within you. The other 95%, the overwhelming majority of your functioning, happens in the subconscious. And the subconscious does not think. The subconscious feels, repeats patterns, and executes programs installed decades ago, even before you had language to question them. When you were 3, 5, 7 years old, you recorded deep emotional impressions about money, about worthiness, about love, about what is safe and what is dangerous. These impressions were not recorded in words, they were recorded in body frequency. And they continue to run now at this very moment as you read this. That is why there is the conflict that is destroying you from within. In the morning, you write in your notebook, "I deserve prosperity." In the afternoon, you open your banking app and your entire body contracts, your heart accelerates, your stomach tightens, your breathing becomes shallow. This is the subconscious emitting the true frequency, and the field reads that frequency, not the phrase in the notebook. It is as if you wrote, "I love you" to someone while your body screamed, "I don't trust you." The person will not feel the words, they will feel the ill vibration. The universe works exactly the same way. It is not fooled by your conscious mind. It responds to your body. And as long as your body is addicted to stress, to distrust, to a feeling of insufficiency, nothing you visualize will materialize. You can force positive thinking for 10 years. The result will remain scarce, because thought does not build reality. The coherence between thought, emotion, and body is what builds reality. And coherence, unfortunately, is what 95% of people never reach, because no one teaches them the correct protocol to rewrite the subconscious. That is why I prepared the Iman da Prosperidad for you. It is not just another mindset course. It is not just another set of affirmations for you to repeat and forget. It is a 28-day neurological protocol designed to do what no superficial visualization does: reprogram your body's dominant frequency. You will learn to enter the correct brain state at the correct moment of the day and imprint a new energetic signature directly onto your autonomic nervous system. In 28 days, your internal baseline ceases to be scarcity and becomes embodied abundance. You stop asking and start emitting. Full access is in the first pinned comment of this video, and if you feel this is your turning point, comment "Eu sou coerente" below. This comment is not for engagement. It is an identity commitment that your own subconscious will hear. And here we arrive at the name that changed everything. Itzhak Bentov was a Czech-Israeli biomedical engineer who, between the 60s and 70s, did something that the science of the time could not digest. He measured with precise instruments the oscillations of the human body in a state of deep meditation and discovered that the human being functions as an oscillatory system. In other words, your body is an oscillator. It pulses at specific frequencies, from the heartbeat to brain waves, from the respiratory rhythm to the subtle vibrations of the cells. And here is the key that Bentov delivered to the world. Two oscillatory systems that vibrate at compatible frequencies enter into resonance. They begin to oscillate together, even if they are physically separated. It is the same principle as tuning forks. If you strike a tuning fork and place another tune to the same note near it, the second one begins to vibrate on its own. No one touched it, but it resonates. Now apply this to your life. You do not attract what you want. You resonate with what you are. The people who appear around you are vibrating in compatibility with your frequency. The opportunities that land in your lap are tuned to your internal state. The ones that pass you by, even when you desperately desire them, are incompatible with what your body emits. That is why forcing does not work. Begging does not work. Suffering for what you want only reinforces the absence. Bentov understood, decades before modern neuroscience confirmed it, that changing your life is not a matter of mental effort. It is a matter of recalibrating the oscillator. It is tuning the instrument. And when you tune the instrument, the entire environment enters into resonance with the new note. The same people who ignored you start seeking you out. The same doors that were closed start to open. It is not magic. It is the physics of oscillatory systems. And those who understand this stop trying to change life from the outside and begin to change it from the inside, knowing that the outside is merely the reflection of what resonates within. But then the practical question arises. If the subconscious has been running old programs for 30, 40, 50 years, how do you get in there and alter the code? And here Bentov, added to modern neuroscience discoveries about brain waves, provides the surgical answer. There is a specific state of the brain called the hypnagogic state. It is that narrow moment, usually lasting 5 to 15 minutes, that you are leaving wakefulness and entering sleep. You are not asleep yet, but you are no longer fully awake. Images begin to form behind your eyelids. Your body grows heavy. Your mind slides. In this state, brain waves drop into the theta range, between 4 and 8 Hz, and something extraordinary happens. The critical filters of the conscious mind, that guardian that spends the entire day saying, "This is impossible, this is not for me, this won't work," that guardian falls asleep first. It lowers its guard. And whatever you insert at this instant, with emotion, goes straight to the hard drive of the subconscious, without censorship, without resistance, without filters. It is the only natural window of the day where you can literally rewrite the deepest beliefs of your body. That is why dreams feel so real. That is why affirmations made before sleep are exponentially more powerful than affirmations made in the middle of the day. Neuroscience confirms it. Bentov's research anticipated it, and most people waste this state every night, scrolling through their phones until they collapse from exhaustion, letting the subconscious record anxiety, comparison, anger, and fear at the exact moment it was most receptive. You have spent years installing the wrong program at the right time, and that is the good news. If you installed the wrong one, you can also install the right one. The channel is the same, the method is the same. Only the content you decide to insert changes. And here appears the rule that separates those who reprogram from those who stay stuck trying. The subconscious does not speak Portuguese, it does not speak English, it does not speak any language. The subconscious speaks emotion. It only recognizes as true that which is felt as real in the body. You can repeat "I am prosperous" 10,000 times, but if the phrase leaves your mouth without emotion, without bodily sensation, without anything vibrating in your chest, it is discarded as noise. The subconscious doesn't even register it. But if you feel now in this instant, with every cell in your body, the emotion of prosperity already achieved, the gratitude as if the thing had already happened, the peace of someone who has already received, the relaxation of someone who no longer needs to struggle, the subconscious registers this as a new reality. And this is where most people err in a tragic way. People think they need to believe they will have it in the future. No. You need to feel that you already have it in the present. The difference is abyssal. Wanting is a vibration of lack. Having is a vibration of fullness, and the field delivers fullness only to those who already vibrate in fullness. The more you want, with desperation, the more you signal absence, and the field, by symmetry, delivers more absence to you. The more you feel with calm that you already are, the more you signal completeness. And the field delivers evidence of completeness to you. It is a cruel system for those who do not understand, and fair for those who do. Emotion is the language, intensity is the password, and the body is the transmitter. Without this triad aligned, no technique works. With this triad aligned, any technique becomes reality. That is why people who seem to have luck are not doing anything mystical. They simply entered, through training or intuition, into emotional states of already having, and the field responded accordingly. And this leads me directly to the next point, because you need a tool to enter this emotional state consistently. The Imã da Prosperidade was designed exactly for this. The 28-day protocol is in the first pinned comment, and it takes you to theta at the right time every day without you having to guess. Each day you delay is another day recording the old program. Decide now. And now we enter what may be the most underestimated point in this entire equation. The brain is not your only transmitter. Studies from the HeartMath Institute, conducted over decades, have demonstrated something that changes the way we look at the human body. The heart generates an electromagnetic field about 100 times stronger than that of the brain in terms of intensity, electrical, and up to 5,000 times stronger in terms of its magnetic field. This field extends outside the body in the shape of a torus, reaching a few meters around you, and can be measured with sensitive magnetometers at a considerable distance. In other words, your heart is literally bathing the environment around you with a constant energetic signature, and this signature changes dramatically depending on your emotional state. When you are in anger, in fear, in frustration, the heart's signal becomes chaotic, disorganized with irregular spikes. When you are in genuine gratitude, in peace, in real appreciation, the signal becomes coherent, rhythmic, harmonic, like a perfectly drawn wave. And here is the revolutionary part. When there is cardiac coherence, the brain enters into synchrony with the heart. The body's two main oscillators, which usually operate in conflict, begin to vibrate together. And it is at this instant, and only at this instant, that your vibration emitted to the environment becomes clean, organized, and powerful. People near you feel it. Animals feel it. The field itself around you responds. This is what the mystical tradition called being in a state of grace. This is what Bentov described as full resonance. It is the fusion of heart, brain, and body emitting a single frequency, without internal noise, without mixed signals, without contradiction. And it is exactly here that the secret of true manifestation lives. It is not the thought, it is not the affirmation, it is not the vision board, it is the coherence. When the three centers align and you feel intensely with your whole body, the emotion of the desired state, the field around you literally reorganizes itself to reflect that frequency. Not in a week, not in a month, immediately. What takes time is for the external evidence to reach your eyes, because physical reality has inertia. But from the second you enter into coherence, the invisible gear has already started to turn in your favor. And here comes the absolute turning point. When you sustain this frequency long enough, weeks, not hours, something changes permanently. Life begins to present what we call synchronicities. The right people appear at the right moments. Messages arrive from unexpected sources. Opportunities materialize from channels you didn't even know existed. And here comes the point that few have the courage to admit. It is not the universe that reorganized itself to serve you. It is your perception that has become tuned enough to see what was always available. There are 1,000 opportunities passing through your perceptual field every day, and your habitual frequency filters out 99.9% of them. You simply don't see them. Not because they aren't there, but because your system is tuned to another station. When you change the station, what has always been broadcasting becomes audible, and that is the fatal error of almost everyone who tries the law of attraction. People try to manifest from desire. Desire is a vibration of lack. The more you desire, the more you reinforce that you do not have. The field reads that and gives you more of the not having. The turn happens when you stop desiring and start being. You don't want to be prosperous. You are prosperous. Not in the bank yet, in the body, in the frequency, in the energetic identity. And here lies the great change that no one tells you about. Manifesting is not receiving. Manifesting is embodying. It is ceasing to be the one who waits to become the one who already is. And when you become who you already are, the world out there becomes a mirror. It has to. It is the law of resonance. It is basic physics of oscillatory systems. It is exactly what Bentov described 50 years ago, and it is exactly what modern neuroscience is confirming now. You are not a victim waiting to be rescued by the universe. You are the generator. You are the oscillator. You are the transmitting station. And the external reality is just the antenna that picks up what you emit. This is the last point before to be delivered into your own hands. The Iman da Prosperidade in the first pinned comment exists for a specific type of person. It is not for those who want to keep repeating empty affirmations. It is for those who understood right now in this video that the problem was never mindset, it was bodily frequency. And that without reprogramming the subconscious in the theta state with real emotion for 28 consecutive days, nothing truly changes. The protocol is ready. Access is instant. Each day delayed is another day of your life recording scarcity. Comment eu escolho um novo estado if you decide today to turn this key. Now listen to what I'm going to tell you, because it is the last thing that matters in this video. You can close this screen now, go back to your day, and tomorrow morning your body will wake up emitting exactly the same frequency it has emitted every day for the last 10 years. The same tightness in your chest when looking at your bank balance. The same comparison with others' lives. The same feeling that something is always missing. And reality, faithful to its job, will continue delivering exactly the same scenario to you, with different names and slightly swapped settings, but with the same essence. Or you can recognize right now that you are not a victim of your life. You are the oscillator of your life. And the second you decide to tune the instrument is the second everything begins to reorganize around you. Biology is not waiting for the universe to give you permission. Biology is waiting for you to give the instruction. You are the one who signs the signal. You are the one who decides the frequency. You are the one who records the program that will run tomorrow.